talk a bit about international trade, and the reigning topic here is artificial intelligence. Can we infuse that? Is the African continent actually ready for that? Well, let's have this conversation with the Chief Executive Officer of Webfontaine. He's Alion Sis, and joins us from Dubai. Mr. Alion, thank you so much for your time. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, and thank you for the invitation.
Yeah, so we talk about innovations and AI. I mean, everywhere you look now, everybody's telling you about AI. But let's talk about Africa, for instance, and trade. What are the opportunities that AI presents to the continent at this time?
Mm-hmm. I believe that AI should be considered as a tool similar to that it was for the internet a couple of years ago. What? Embracing AI at an early stage, not only for customs or for trade, but for all industries, is really very crucial today, and it changes the way we do business. AI has the power to basically automate labor-intensive tasks. Take the example in trade. To prepare a document, a customs document, you have to normally read invoices, read several documents, and prepare your document. Today, AI allows you basically to automatically read PDF files and load these documents automatically, freeing up your time and getting your employees focused on more important tasks, right? So it reduces basically the cost of doing business. So it's quite interesting. Traditional business methods without AI are very complex, cumbersome, and it doesn't bring any additional value. So it's time to transform the way we're doing business in customs, in our different ports, to see a real change.
Yeah, but I mean, it also has the cost of acquiring AI, whether it's the skills, whether it's the software, whether it's the hardware, and sustaining or maintaining it, that also has its own costs.
No, definitely. AI has a cost. We have to, like automation at the moment, had a cost. When you're automating, the initial cost is an investment to be made, but the cost benefit of investing in these technologies, you'll be able to gain the money that was invested. And we see it today. More and more countries are investing with it, within companies as well, using more and more AI. It's a tool that people should start using gradually, in fact.
Yeah, but how ready is Africa in the face of, we look at infrastructure, a lot of these systems and softwares, they do need internet. We look at the penetration of internet on the continent. We look at power, how ready is Africa for this AI-infused trade?
Yeah, so definitely you need a lot of components to be able to digitalize, right? To use, to automate, and to use, of course, artificial intelligent tools. But we are getting there, really. I think it's a long way to go, but we have been investing a lot on infrastructure, and private sector is jumping in, helping the government, setting up PPP projects where we do all the investments upfront, and where gradually we are paid on a period of time. Basically, we are able to invest on data centers, on internet infrastructure. So I think working with the private sector, I think that we are capable in most of our countries to achieve very good results, investing on infrastructure as well.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought in the private sector, because it seems when you leave investments or innovations in the hand of the private sector, it moves faster, but only if there are opportunities for profits. And you did mention investments. What are some of those opportunities available to the private sector, to invest in and expect profit?
Well, in trade, there it is, setting up a single window for trades, port community systems. I think investments are quite important, it's true. And this is the role of the private sector, national and international private sector, to come in. I don't think that we should leave things to governments. Governments have a lot of things to be done, and we have to find ways to working with the private sector. And there are these public partnership programs where government works with the private sector to set up some important projects. That's in various fields, of course. Trade is one of them. This is where we work, but you can do it for construction of roads. You see it for construction of ports and so on.
What about the skills, human resources? Have we had enough development and exposure? Because, I mean, here in Nigeria, I don't know if you've heard about the Japa syndrome. A lot of individuals who used to work in banks and, around the area of ICT, in the search for greener pasture, a lot of them have left the country. So when you look at the continent, do we have the human resources to actually make this happen and sustain it?
Yeah. Listen, I am an Afro-optimist, so I think that we do see a lot of our talents going out, but we see as well today talents coming back in the country, people that are capable of creating companies and doing things. What we try to do, basically, we try to invest on the youth, right? On youth, especially in the area that we are good in, IT. We're an IT company. So we try to transfer our know-how to this youth, to these people. So we I think last year, what we did in the Republic of Benin, we did some kind of boot camp, right? Where we delivered high-level front-end IT courses, right? So it was a training for 26 people that took 6 months, and where we trained 26 people from the government, also by the private sector, and unemployed people, IT young people, so that they can gain this knowledge of using this technology, AI, machine learning, all these tools. Basically, we taught them, and it was an interesting exercise. Most of them went out, created their business, started working. So I think that there's the capacity in Africa. I do believe in it. And this is where, as well as our corporate social responsibility, we do this training, high-level training. It's not a small training, it's really high-level training where we train people. And we're going to do such a training very soon in West Africa. So this is something we will be continuing.
All right. I guess with effort like that from the private sector and then the backing from the public sector, we could really start adopting this AI into our everyday operations. But thank you so much, Chief Executive Officer of Webfountain, Leon Sis, for your time this afternoon.
Thank you very much.